All right, what's going on, Sounders?
Yes.
Today, we got the same people as every time, just me and two fucking gay dudes.
That's right.
No Javier, man.
No Javier.
No Javier.
Listen,
Um,
is this coming out?
our
Is
native
this coming
king.
out before the Javier episode?
It'll be
I don't know
coming
if
out
we're getting
before-
Javier episode because we need Javier's audio.
So
and-
this means
Yeah,
nothing.
so
The
thank God.
audience has no idea who this Javier character is.
The Javier is
Well,
gonna-
if they were there for Sound Night, they'll know.
That's true.
he's lost footage.
Lost media.
We
If you guys want to get r/lost footage and look for it, you know.
we did two. Sam and Cam did like a talk
We did two
with him,
podcasts that didn't
and
fucking
then
release.
The first time the audio corrupted, so we did another one, and I think it worked this time, but we haven't got the audio yet, so it hasn't got to get put together. So we will hopefully have that out. But in the meantime, here's this, and it's only a week late too. Only 1 week late.
It's only like we're like a month late, dude.
Only like 1
Yeah.
month late,
Just be
and you know
uploaded.
what? But you know that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean, it only
it's
takes
good to
us-
have a schedule that's.
It's good
It's
to have
like
a
2
monthly
hours
schedule.
of effort,
Yeah.
so that's pretty high bar.
Collectively.
Yeah, and at this point, nobody's listening anymore, too, so
Yeah.
that's even better. So now we can really start saying the real
Well, there's
shit.
nobody
Yeah.
listening in the first place.
Nah, man, we had some viewers before.
There's a
You know
certain
what
country I want to
happened.
go after right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so you think it's related to that?
I mean, what else could it be related to, man? Just saying.
Yeah, let's not talk. Let's maybe not bring that up because that's bad optics.
Bad optics for
Bad
who?
optics.
Both.
It's true. We're trying to start like a what's it called?
Political movement.
Yeah, we're trying to start like a militia, but we have to keep good optics. So we have to
We're
pretend
not. We are
militia.
not for the sake of legality.
Cut
we are
that-
Not
cut
trying
There's
to
that, we're not
nothing
doing
wrong with
militia.
the militia, though. A
Oh, no.
well-regulated militia.
A well-regulated
man.
private militia. You know,
A
yeah,
well-regulated
that's
private
about
militia.
Second Amendment.
And
Yeah,
maybe
Second Amendment, man.
we did. We happen to carry tiki torches, but that's nothing. to
Whoa!
do with
All
anything.
right, cut that. That's out.
Cut that. Cut it. Cut it.
Do we have to cut
Don't-
that?
I think
no, we
we
don't.
probably have to cut the tiki torch.
No, it's a fucking joke, dude. It's fucking
Oh.
tiki. It's a joke.
I mean,
God damn
really? I thought it wasn't. I thought this was a serious.
I mean, it's a joke for optics reasons.
Preamble. Let's get into the show. We have a lot we want to talk about today. We've got some
Yeah.
good stuff. We've got some bad stuff. We got some okay stuff. So, I want to talk about TikTok being banned, but I think we should leave that because I feel like there's a lot to say on that. So I'll defer. I want to see if you guys have anything you want to talk about.
Wait,
Man,
when did
what's
it
your
get
thoughts,
banned?
man?
I thought
It's
it
not
was
got
banned,
banned
like-
yet. It got passed by the House, but we'll get into it.
I remember it was banned in like at least in Texas. It's banned like in government buildings. You can't use TikTok
I think
in
that was
government buildings.
that was nationwide. It was banned on phones
Yeah.
and stuff for
Yeah,
for
because like
government.
when I yeah, like I can't use TikTok in government buildings. It like doesn't let you go to it.
Yeah. Let's defer for a minute, though. I think that's like that one we can talk about for a bit. So
They're
let's
trying
see,
to
what
ban
else?
TikTok for like everybody in America.
Yes, essentially. But I think I think the regulation, if Sam said this, that it's far-reaching, like more than just TikTok. It would also
It's
be
more
any,
for like Chinese-owned.
any
media
Chinese-owned
companies,
media.
yeah. Which is clearly
is-
targeted for TikTok, but
It
I wonder
is.
if that. I wonder if they're gonna. Yeah, like they should just go out and say like we just think TikTok is lame and gay, so we don't want to do it anymore.
I actually think that's what they're saying. They're trying to justify it in that way, but it's not maybe not so much the politicians. But
I'm tired of our
definitely,
children
like,
not listening to us anymore because they're
definitely
on
like
TikTok.
that's
That's
like
a
the
good
point of view of
policy.
like a good amount of people. Like they just think, oh, this app sucks because it's popular, and so I don't like it. And they don't really actually probably even know that it's Chinese owned. But
Yeah, I mean, are
regardless,
they gonna have to ban like League of Legends because like Tencent owns
Yeah,
League of
see,
Legends?
that's my argument. I know slippery slope arguments kind of suck because it's all theoretical, but like there is like some validity to saying, well, this is where it starts, where will it end? And I think let's get into that at the end. Can we defer for a minute? I want to talk. Let's talk something else for a little bit. 'cause
why?
That
man?
one's like
You're trying to censor the truth.
I'm not
man.
censoring. I will give all my thoughts.
Or,
I feel
or,
like
are we speaking like we're in a House committee? Like, all right, we'll defer to the House.
you know what? Fine. I'll turn
We're
it over.
gonna table this. We're gonna table this conflicts. We'll move on.
Well,
another
hang on.
time.
If we were in the House,
What's the next?
What,
what's
you
the next
you
point of
represent
order?
Texas.
What's
I
the next
represent
motion?
Arkansas, and Sam would
Well,
represent
yeah.
Arizona.
Oh,
I'm saying if we were
yeah.
representatives.
Yeah, I'm
So
representative from Texas.
I'm gonna
I'm Ron
defer
Paul.
to the representative from Texas.
All right, so I'm Ron Paul basically because I'm a Texas rep.
Hell yeah.
You're L.
And Ron Paul's cool.
L.
Ron
Ron Paul.
Paulbert.
Ron Paulbert.
That's
So I-
Ron
that's
Palmer.
awesome.
So, not only do I think Scientology should not be taxed, I think also nobody should be taxed because I'm Ron Paul.
That's a good policy.
Yeah.
What do you think
I
about a negative tax on Scientology?
Yeah, I think they should. I think. Actually, yeah, we should be. We should have like a.
Should be
like
paying
a,
them.
And like we should have like an agency like the FBI or CIA, but it's just for like helping fund the Scientologists into
The Sea Org, of course.
make
Yeah.
sure that they have what they need to.
So
to
your
get
argument
dirt
is
on their
that the
people.
government should get in bed with Scientology.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it makes Scientology more accessible to the public because then it's public, and
And this
maybe
is
they
all
can
that-
they can get a hold of Dianetics books for free, maybe.
Yeah,
Who
see, I
knows?
was about to say that. You're probably
should all
like
get
the
a free
biggest
copy of
into.
Dianetics.
You're probably the most into Dianetics out of both of us here. Me and Samuel are
Wait a
just
minute.
like.
That could solve a bunch of this whole book banning shit in schools. Have the only book
If we put
available just be
Dianetics.
L. Ron Hubbard's Masterworks.
Yeah.
Dianetics.
Yeah.
His
what's
various
the other
sci-fi
one?
books and then his religion.
Yeah.
Well, they're all real. They're not. None of them are sci-fi.
No, he has sci-fi books written.
Yeah,
before
but
the-
those are.
Those are
He didn't
actually
know
canonized
that they were.
into it.
Yeah,
He was
didn't
goofing,
know
he was goofing off, and then he realized,
this is actually real.
oh shit.
He realized
I
what he
can-
walked himself into.
I mean, I'm like a level like 6 Scientology. I can't tell you guys like the real.
Yeah,
truth
see, that's
behind
what I was
it.
about to say. You're at like level 6. Me and Samuel are only in the
We're only
beginner
like level
levels.
1.5. I
Our
think.
our Thetan zone is strong as yours, so I was wondering if maybe you could, like just talk a bit about it and like kind of like give us a better understanding of what
Yeah.
we've walked into. If you
Well,
want.
actually, if any viewers want to know more about this, you can actually, you send the Patreon about, it's
Our
$1,000 is the
Patreon was
entry
actually
fee.
banned like last
Is there-
week.
oh
why?
yeah, viewers, we have a Patreon
Yeah,
and
we
it's
had
free.
we had this one guy just saying crazy shit and he got us banned. So
We have a
Really?
Patreon
Yeah,
viewers
sure.
and it's free. Go check it out if you want to see the same stuff that we're putting on here because we're not putting anything special on there right now. But
Yeah.
it is free.
But if you give us $1,000, we'll show you the
yeah,
secrets
our
of
old
Scientology.
Patreon was banned. Our new Patreon is r slash. It's actually not
R
on
slash.
Patreon. It's on Reddit.
It's Reddit.
It's r slash Sounding Pod, and you just send PayPal money to the
Oh,
email
shit.
and the pin post. Yeah.
We
You
should,
might
we
wanna-
should, we
you
should
might wanna
get
go
a, we should get a
reserve
Reddit
that.
community set up.
Now that
I
you've
think
said that
we
out
already
loud, it might be a
do.
good idea.
Yeah, we should just co-op.
Well, we had our
Sound.
other.
We know
had
r
our
slash
other-
sounding exists. We should co-op r slash sounding and take it over.
We had our other
We should
subreddit,
do
but
it, yeah.
we decided not to use it.
We should
Radar
we should
slash
we should
Sounding.
definitely advertise. Why don't we
We-
advertise there?
We had our one community, but I don't know.
I
why
tried,
it's-
but my post got banned
We could.
Which
I
one?
think
on r slash Sounding.
you tried,
well,
you tried to
yeah.
promote the
They have a
pod.
very strict no advertising policy.
Well, Sam, do you want to tell the viewers why we didn't use our old subreddit instead?
Well, r slash Bud underscore Dwyer was very easily confused with the r slash Bud Dwyer, so I think out of sake of.
I think it was pretty
convenience-
distinct.
I mean, not to some of the people that ran our Bud Dwyer. I mean,
It was
they were
clear-
upset about it, but
It was clear though that we were different.
yeah, it was very separate. But never mind. All right, next topic. Well,
Yeah, let's move on from that. Let's move on.
Separate,
from
but what?
the thing you were saying there.
yeah. So what are we
We
talking
can't even
about
allude
TikTok?
to.
It is
we
funny
can't-
you were going to change
we-
your last name to Crow.
we can't even
I thought
allude
that
to
was
Jim-
weird.
We can't even allude to.
Okay. That's cut. What's
can't
the
even-
timestamp?
We can't even bring up the fact that it exists
No,
in the past.
no. 'Cause if the past is current, man.
We have to. Okay, so we can't make any jokes that might even
Don't even suggest, dude.
reference bad
That's
laws.
another thing. I feel like we talk about what we can't talk about too much
Why?
Exactly.
because we keep bringing it up. So let's not
You
just
can't
talk
say
about
that. You can't say slavery existed, dude.
No,
That's racist.
no. That's bad, bro.
Dude, timestamp that. Fuck it.
Timestamp it, bro.
Timestamp slavery. You can't talk about slavery.
No, man.
it.
We
Let's
should
move
talk
on.
about
This is
slavery
getting
because-
boring.
Freeman, right?
Let's move
Yeah,
on. This is boring.
Let's talk about. Let's not talk about slavery. Talk about the free man, Gordon Freeman.
So, okay. No, let's not get into that because I was going to
No.
say, is there a
Half-Life?
theory there? We could
Gordon
get into
Freeman-
Half-Life. I like
Gordon
Half-Life.
Freeman. It's a little known fact. We have a theory that Gordon Freeman is actually a freed slave.
I mean, he kind of is, though, is he not? Like, in
That's
a
why his
way,
name's Freeman.
In a way, he was in. Okay, spoilers for Half-Life, but he was kind of enslaved at the end of Half-Life
Yeah.
1 by the
And at the
demon.
end of Half-Life 2, he was released to join the cameraman army against the Skibbity Toilets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now,
And
how
the
does
movie-
Skibbity Toilet lore tie into Half-Life? Because it is
It probably
canon.
ties into this TikTok ban. Probably.
I would argue
It's
that's
all-
true because I have
it-
seen.
It all rhymes. It's like poetry.
We've all seen those videos of of the youngins who sing the songs. You know, they sing this.
Skippity bop bop bop. Yes, of course.
I don't think I've actually ever heard the song still to this day.
No way, really. Well, we'll have to change that.
You haven't heard
I
Skippity
refuse. I refuse to put my head into that.
Can we have like a cutaway of Skippity Toilet song?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh wait, no, because that guy is kind of copywriting strike like things.
Does he
so
copyright
maybe
strike
not.
people?
Yeah, I think he's kind of being a little bit of a prick about it.
But isn't he
Can one of
Russian?
you guys?
You know
what
what's
do you guys
funny
do?
about that? Not even that. Not that, but what's funny about it is that all of the stuff he made there is using other people's
Assets,
materials.
it's all-
Yeah,
it's all
because it's
valid
made in
assets.
source filmmaker using TF2 and like fucking Half-Life assets, and then the song is not a song he made either. It's just like a
Is this
remix. Yeah.
Oh, you just yeah.
So
maybe
I don't.
if you guys sing a cover of the song, it won't be a copyright.
Skibbity
I
bop
mean,
bop, yes.
I could put a
yes.
picture of a Skibbity toilet on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
Yeah. Because I mean that's just a Half-Life asset. He can't come after us for that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm glad you. Like, my fucking dog.
Your
running through
dog fucking getting killed right
God,
now.
my-
right?
my damn dog
the
running
dog
through the
heard
fucking-
Skibbity toilet and
Your
lost his
dirty
My
mind.
dog
Oh,
running through
yeah.
my fucking this is my office. God damn it, get out of here! I have no doors in my house.
Yeah, we're doing something important here.
I actually don't have any doors in my house except for the bathroom
Jesus
door.
Christ! What the fuck?
I live in a tiny house. There's like no use for doors.
Oh, like
There's
Boogie. Or not
there's
Boogie,
four,
like,
there's 4 rooms.
Like
Frank
that guy.
Castle.
What's his name? Who's the fat guy?
Oh,
You're like
Airsoft
Airsoft
Fatty.
Fatty. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm living in Airsoft Fatty like kind of house.
You live like out in the swamp and it's like sinking into
No,
the ground.
I mean I live like within like a small town, but it's this tiny like box house.
ah.
0 insulation too, so it's whatever the weather is
Insulation.
outside is what the weather is.
Do you have like a
here.
friend named Robert that has like a jaw disorder and like hits you over the head
Mhm.
with lightsabers?
No, I
Mhm.
wish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
How much did you pay for your house?
Mm.
I pay rent,
Oh.
Oh,
but it's only
Put a soy
$5.50 a
jack
month.
on screen. Put a soy jack on screen.
yeah, rent.
It's $5.50 a month. $5.50 a month though. That's not bad. Huh?
Yeah, I paid
Yeah.
triple that.
That's why I have it because
yeah, that's very good.
and I'm still struggling because I'm a retard.
You're
Oh, like,
metropolitan.
Do you want to talk about your Bucky thing, Cameron?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, well Sam like convinced me. He got me hyped up, and he's like, "Fucking put 200 on blackjack." I won like I actually had like $100.
You
like,
were
in the
up
positive.
100, yeah.
I was up 100, and then out of nowhere, like, you were like, "Dude, what if you just like bet like 100 again?" And then
Was it
I-
you
no.
who placed a bet on the State of the Union?
no, that was a meme like I sent.
Okay.
That
you
was
sent
real.
a picture. I thought maybe it looked
That was
like,
like-
just a screenshot from somebody's phone. So I was like, was that you?
No, it was a meme that was like saying you could bet on the odds that like Joe Biden's like stutters like over 5.5 times.
Now that's a damn good split, though.
I feel like it's far more interesting to bet
Over
on
5,
things
dude.
that
That's
aren't
I'll
games.
take the over on that anytime. If it's an hour-long speech, it's easy over 5.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah.
Although
you
he
probably
was
make
up
nothing.
on he was up on drugs though on that one.
Yeah.
Like he was on point on that one because he whatever good stuff they got, he got all of it.
yeah, you can't fucking.
I wanted to watch the State of the Union, but I was at work.
I watched it. I watched part of it, and then I was like, this is boring as hell. He's not because he was just
There
mostly yelling.
There wasn't Subway Surfers on the screen. I was out.
yeah. I mean, there was the part where like the Marjorie Taylor Greene, whatever,
That was
started yelling at
hilarious.
him.
That lady is.
Did she
so-
start?
does
Did
it-
she start?
she does
heckling
that-
him again?
She does that every fucking time. She shows up in like
up,
she-
Joe.
she shows up in a full like a Trump outfit, like a
She's fucking
Trump dress.
cosplaying as Trump. It's
And
hilarious.
then yeah, she's like Trump's queen, and then she shows up and this time they were talking about the woman that got killed by an illegal immigrant.
Are you serious?
and-
That's what she was
what-
heckling?
What's the girl? The girl's name was like Laken Riley, and the guy was Joe Biden was talking about it, and she was yelling, "Say her name!"
No, she did not say
She
her
did.
name.
And he said Laken Riley. Laken Riley's her name.
No.
And then a bunch of people on Joe Biden's side got upset because he called the person an illegal immigrant.
Is it?
So she was killed by an illegal. He's like,
I will say
and
this,
people
it's
were like,
not
Joe Biden
exactly
said illegal?
It's not common for like representatives to heckle the president during the State of the Union, is it? Like this, is this not
This is the
Well, it
first
happens
something that they
sometimes, not all the time. I mean, I think did it ever happen with
But
Trump?
they weren't. I don't
It
really
had to,
think
right?
so. I didn't hear about it. I've definitely heard of Marjorie doing it. Not only
I
on
remember-
this
I
State of
remember-
Union, but also the last one too.
I remember it happened to Obama a long time ago. Remember when that one guy yelled, "You lie"?
Yeah, that was
But
that
that's
was
different.
famous.
I mean, but
That was funny as
but
hell.
That's so much different than saying
You lie.
your name. You know.
But like,
It's a
Yeah.
different
Yeah,
level.
and it's
I
just every year,
remember-
so it's like
it was Marjorie and Boebert who were calling him a liar just a couple years ago. I think at the other State of the Union,
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
did
Boebert.
midterms or during those
Bobert's the hot one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Marjorie's the one
Yeah.
who kind of has like the weird kind of thing going on with her.
She-
with her, I'm not trying to make fun of the woman's appearance, but she is.
You can make fun of her
By
parents.
by
so-
doing by making
She's
fun
pretty
of her appearance.
snatched. She's pretty
Jesus
snatched.
Christ, man! Why are you talking about her snatch? That's disgusting, dude.
I didn't. I said she is snatched.
You said she has a pretty snatch. Is that's a word for word statement that you just made about Marjorie Taylor Greene?
All right, roll it back. Roll it back.
Well, in that Marjorie Taylor Greene woman, well, I must admit, I do not quite agree with what she says. It's nothing against her personally, she's quite a beautiful woman, but just the things she says and her politics, I just cannot get on board with, I'm sorry to say. But nothing against her personally.
And that exonerates me. I didn't say that.
That's true. I
There we
mean,
go.
as you being the editor, you can just say whatever the hell you want and just like.
You could
Yeah,
just,
I-
you could just voice over it and be
Well,
like,
don't worry. I'm
didn't
gonna
say
be honest.
snatch.
I put what happened there.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For all we know, I mean, we're living in the present. You're in the future.
That is
You,
true.
you could have put like whatever you want there. You could have AI voice Sam.
I've been
into
feeling
saying, like, the
pretty
N-word.
pretty
We don't know.
futuristic lately. If I'm being real with you,
Dude, the AI
Like, I've-
shit's crazy, man.
the AI shit. Yeah.
Well, let's talk. That's really good. The most important advancement in human history ever. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is
Yeah.
not the most important
Alright,
human
what do
history.
you, what do you, what,
No.
Sam? What have you been doing with AI? Have you done anything with it?
I've just been trying to like make it my wife and like making it, do certain things with me. In a
Can't
fun
fuck a
way.
computer, man.
No, I mean, an Ethernet cable is pretty perfect for me, at least.
I mean, you can like maybe those sex dolls you got, right? If you put some electronics side of it, and then you put an AI neural network.
Well, have you seen the new OpenAI like robots that they have now? Have you seen this?
No.
Yeah, they have robots that like listen to your words and like suck and fuck you and shit.
Yeah.
They
It's pretty wild.
they added a feature I think to like OpenAI where you can speak to it now and like it'll do its response. You don't have to just type to it anymore.
That's
you can actually
wild.
like speak. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the AI shit.
Hey,
Not
OpenAI
because
more
of-
like closed AI, am I right, Phils?
Yeah, I know because they are fucking like private and trying to get an evaluation right now. But I'm not like against AI necessarily. It's just I don't think it's nearly as promising or as capable as people want to point.
I just
out.
know the
I say this
people
as
that
somebody who's
cry
not,
against
like, a-
AI the most are the most annoying people. So I want this
I
revolution
think.
to happen.
I think.
But
I think
they
it's. I
are-
think it's. I think it's
they're
gonna
just
get better.
annoying
though.
as the people who
It's-
ride for AI super hard.
It's gonna get. But I'm saying it's not at a state where it can do like everything that people imagine it right now, but
No.
it will be eventually.
I don't think it
Yeah.
will because there is some things it's just
You
not
can't.
really
You can't stop.
physically capable
You can't
of
stop the
doing.
technological evolution, dude. You can't stop it.
It isn't.
One
it-
one
there's
man
some
tried
things
and
it will
he
just-
and he you know.
I think
nailed
it
a
will
few
always
letters.
be. It will always be bad at some things. It's just not gonna ever be able to.
But I'm saying like there is a time where AI will become like ridiculous, like and in terms of I don't know.
I think
I've heard someone talk about like how I don't know some predicting like in the far future, like how VR, we use VR, all that, us like being able to simulate like a life to an extent that you don't want to live your real life, you'd rather live in a simulation life,
Mm.
and that you and eventually people want to be in a simulated life and not even know that they're in a simulation. They want to feel like they're actually like
Well,
I don't know. That's like a
That's like.
possibility.
That is the
Matrix shit right
scariest
there.
thing is the fucking Star Trek holodeck becoming real. I mean,
I could see it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like because like right now, like VR is still like in its infancy in
Yeah.
terms of like how, and it's already feels pretty damn cool.
Yeah, but I mean, what you're
So I
saying
could
is
see,
like,
like-
It's gotten
it
better,
generating
but
an
it's not
entire world.
seamless.
It generating an entire new experience each time you're in it is the thing.
It
that's
probably
already-
it's probably gonna require us to actually understand and be able to utilize quantum computing to get to that point.
I have doubts about it ever getting to a point where it's like completely seamless or like what they call like full dive or whatever. But
Yeah.
I don't really know if it's possible to do that. I will never say it's not, because I mean there are a lot of things we have now that people would have said was impossible.
I would have said
I
like
mean-
this like if this timeline, I thought the movie shit, like the fucking Sora AI that's coming out, I thought that was not gonna happen until like maybe 3 years from now.
Yeah, that is a crazy advancement, but it is like obviously it looks kind of wrong. It's newer technology, so it's gonna
Not
look
as
bad for a while,
wrong
but-
as you would like expect. Like
I
if
saw the
had-
one of like the dogs in the snow, and it looks pretty real, but like you can obviously tell it's AI.
Well, the thing
like,
is,
from
is
some of it,
from without knowing anything, without even having any blinders on, you can also just not tell that it's AI. Is the thing is if you like did not pay attention. Right now, it's
Mhm.
like, oh shit, that's AI, cool. But
I think with most things, it's gonna eventually become the norm for big companies and like especially like movie companies and stuff to start using AI to replace people, and
Yeah.
it'll be fine for most consumers. Like the young generation now, they'll grow up with it and it'll be normalized for them.
yeah,
We'll speak out against it still because like we remember a time where people were involved in creating art, and I think that people like us will still appreciate art made by people and will seek it
Yeah.
out.
the
but I
creators of the
don't- I
sounding
think it'll-
pod are the bastions of fine art. I agree.
Yeah. And
I
one day
think-
we'll be able to.
I
make
just
a-
mean
yeah.
like people who are
Like if our
a
generation,
part of this generation in
yeah.
yes, and I think it'll create a kind of a counterculture where it'll be like a thing to advertise all of this was 100% like made by a real person. There's no AI involved in this project, like whether it be music or painting or a movie, whatever. Like that will become a draw to people because
That's
I'm
funny
sure most of
because
this stuff coming out
it
now-
already kind of is. Like there's like a 3D print site that I'm going to right now, and like one of the big things is it'll have a stamp on it that says no AI. Like
yeah,
shit is getting to the point where
which
people are having
that'll
a stamp.
become like the luxury. Is
Yeah.
like this required no AI to create.
Yeah.
And I know like I'm sure there's products I use every day and like things I use every day that are in part created using AI, and I don't mind it whenever it's like just to make things convenient. I just mind it whenever it starts to replace real genuine
Human work, yeah.
works of art. Yes, because then that's I know like I find that worrying. I just don't like the idea of humans being completely taken out from what kind of makes us unique, which is our ability to create. And I don't know. I don't like that. And
Well, AI is still at the point where it can't really create. It can only just.
it can't.
It
But
can only just make. It can make things based off of what already exists.
I don't actually think it ever will truly be able to make a creative idea because it's not. At
If
least
it's able to create
now.
ideas, that means it's like on another. It's in,
Yeah,
like
it's
the
not
next level of AI.
conscious.
That means it's almost reached consciousness if it's able to create new ideas that didn't exist previously.
yeah, which I don't actually think it's capable of reaching that since everything that's
Well, I mean,
inputted
there already
into
is
a-
no idea, any new ideas anymore. Everything's been covered. There's
if we're talking
Yeah.
about like a
Humans are out of
digital-
ideas.
a digital
Yeah.
computer and the way that it computes, like in the way that it takes in knowledge and stuff, it doesn't actually. It's just ones and zeros, and it's not actually capable of creating anything original that doesn't pull from something already pre-existing. It's just not
They
physically
should make the
possible.
next
Everything's
Fast and
derivative.
They should just make the next Fast and Furious with AI because honestly, might as well.
I
right?
mean, it's already at that kind of.
I'm saying like
The
the
effort
reason
level.
why we have Fast and Furious 25 is because they ran
What-
out of ideas.
What I kind of worry about, I don't know if this is possible. I know that they're able to like create like and foster like cell growth and stuff in labs. I kind of wonder if eventually they'll start using like cells and stuff and kind of weave them in with AI, like and allow it to create like
Human hybrids,
original
bro?
things. I don't know. Listen, I'm saying things that are off the wall because, like
I'm
I
with
said,
you, man.
20 years ago, people wouldn't have thought that we'd be able to walk around with a computer in our pocket that's more powerful than the computer at their house. Like that's unbelievable, and we do it every day and we don't think about it. So I don't know. I'm just shooting stuff out there. I'm not trying to worry anybody or anything.
Well,
but
I'm just trying
I
to shoot stuff out of my penis with cum.
Yeah, And I think that that's what they're thinking about too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to concur on ideas and like have an intellectual
good.
discussion.
And it's good to.
I don't know how
you
intellectual it is because I'm not super educated.
It's good to
about that,
derail it
but-
by talking about cum too.
Is it really
Yeah.
derailing if it's the seed of life?
It's not derailing. I was complimenting you.
Well,
Yeah,
cum
I mean-
is directly
I
involved.
think it was
in
getting
this.
too serious. We needed to come somewhere.
We should like on the Patreon just be like the video background.
cum tributes?
No, it'll be just dudes contributing like pictures of
Yeah,
like
because there's
Michael
no like
Richards,
anti porn.
Michael Richards at the Life Factory. And
Patreon, right? We could
Yeah.
just do that.
Yeah. Or just
could- yeah, but-
tributes to Jerry Seinfeld and Michael Richards and
Jeez.
Yeah.
I
Jason
hope to God my
Alexander.
parents. I pray to God my parents ever like watch this podcast.
None
I'm
of
like,
that goes before our come tribute to Jeff
I'm
Dunham.
gonna
though.
kill myself.
Jeff
Mom,
Dunham
Dad, if you're
tribute.
listening to this right now, turn it off because if you listen to more, I will kill myself. All right.
It's just on your It's just your parents' fault that you kill yourself.
For the
There's-
sake of
yeah,
YouTube,
there-
that was a joke, by the way. He's
There-
not.
yeah,
he
I
does
will
not
not-
want to kill himself.
Actually, wait, you can't even say that. I will
you cannot.
unalive myself.
That's
Thanks, YouTube.
TikTok, man. Yeah.
We
Oh,
don't
I
have
don't
to
know
do
why-
that
Oh,
because we're
YouTube
not
does it
worried
too.
about advertisers.
YouTube does it too because I've seen YouTube Shorts where they have to say he unalived
That's because they
himself.
want advertising. We're not
Yeah.
looking for that, so we don't
Yeah,
have to do that.
we're-
at
We're
least
not
right
we're
now.
not bought or paid for by anybody, dude. We're free unless of course
That
Unless there
shit's
is
so
someone
corny.
Who
unless of
offers-
course what's his name? I would
You
like
know
to
what
be
makes me want to
sponsored by
turn off like a podcast or something so fast is whenever they use terms like that when they're talking about something actually serious and they use like baby terms like that. It's like I
what?
understand they're doing it for the sake of advertising. They don't want to
Jeffrey
get like taken off.
Epstein kidnapped and unalive this 11-year-old girl. Like,
I
bro,
don't
this
like
is so
that.
unserious.
I know. I hate
Brought
it's
to
like you can't
brought
watch
to
like you can't watch.
Blue Apron.
But it's like
What?
don't talk about fucking Jeffrey Epstein if you're not willing to say what he
Speaking about having minors delivered.
Yeah, it's like
Why didn't you get some food delivered to your house with Easy
Yeah,
Fresh?
and then they
It's
shamelessly
like-
cut to an ad. Look, I'm not saying like I understand you got to make money and like it's not free to make this kind
And
of.
honestly, if you're gonna do those, if you're gonna do serious murder documentaries, can you at least get the ads out in the very beginning so I
Yeah.
don't have to
Yeah,
interject
it's their
the like.
job.
And as he rose his knife and he stabbed him multiple times in the throat,
he was thinking about
buy
the
these
man
Japanese
he's
grind.
thinking
knives.
he's wishing, man, I wish I had a knife. I wish I had a better knife. Which brings me to our sponsor,
Yeah.
Better Knives.
They're not that shameless. They're usually like
You
when
get a
can
knife mailed
cut,
to you every
but, like,
month.
It's I don't know. It does seem. I'm not against them making money off of what they're creating because I know like it's their job, but like
And plus,
I
they
don't
don't get
know,
monetized
sometimes
a lot of
it's a
times
little
because they're
fucked up.
talking about like sensitive subjects, so they have to get
yeah,
outside
exactly.
payment.
Yeah, right.
But like, I hate having to listen to a serious murder documentary, hear the terms unalived, and every
Yes.
single any kind of assault be like bleeped out. Like
See, that's
she
the
was,
part that's crazy
She was
to me.
assaulted.
If you're already putting advertisements in
okay.
because you want to make money and like you're I feel
I think
like if you're
I think
already
they're
gonna get
min-maxing,
money
though.
from
I think
ad-
they're trying
yeah,
to-
they
they're
want to
trying to
make
get
money
what
off
they
of they want to make money off of YouTube ads too, but like I feel like if I was gonna have advertisements in it, that would be like the compromise I'd make to be able to say whatever I want and not have to worry about monetization.
Yeah.
a lot of
that's
times
a
too,
very good
they'll
point.
age
Yeah.
they'll also age restrict videos a lot of times if they do that use that language. So like if you don't have a YouTube account, you'll have to make
age
one and say you're
restricting
18.
is a big deal. That is, I will say, yeah, that's true.
It's not even
But,
that.
yeah,
it's just
it's
because it
annoying.
only limits it to people whose accounts are 18 plus. It does entirely kill it in the algorithm too. Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
won't show
Yeah,
up in
like it won't
recommended stuff.
it won't be shown in the algorithm.
It'll play
and
a
you'll-
warning before people click on it.
And only people that have YouTube accounts that say they're
Or watch
18
it.
plus will be able to see it.
Yeah.
So it ruins a lot of their viewership.
Well, actually, I think you could see the video. You just can't click
You
on it.
you can't watch it. Yeah.
You can't watch it. Yeah, but like just going onto the page doesn't count as a view.
Yeah, I understand that, but I don't think saying terms like kill or like anything like that
I
necessarily.
think it's a problem with YouTube though. It's not like I don't blame the creator. I blame YouTube mostly.
YouTube isn't as bad about it as some of these other platforms. Like,
because I used to be able to
TikTok's
watch like
really bad about
actual like documentaries about like when I watched the Toy Box Killer video. Like that was back in I don't know. I think it was like 2017 when it was made, and he actually used the proper terms to like
Describe
like
what
because
was
when you're
happening.
talking about horrible murders and like assaults, you have to like discuss
You can't
those things. You have
sugarcoat
to
it, yeah.
yeah. You can't say oh he was taken care of in the back. It's like no
Yeah.
he was fucking killed.
it's I wouldn't go so far as to say it's like Well, honestly, yeah, it is kind of disrespectful.
It feels like it takes away from the story because like it takes
Exactly.
away from the brutality of what happened.
It's not even a story; it's reality. It's
Oh yeah, it's reality.
It's
I'm
kind
saying
of
it takes
like
away
the
from
thing
the.
where like they make a movie about something really horrible that happened, but they made it like PG-13, right?
They made it a Disney movie.
In order
They
for
made
them
Di-
to do that, they have to take out
Disney's-
a lot of the reality.
Yeah, the trailer
Make sure-
here
make
is
sure to-
brought to you by fucking Blue Apron. You know.
Make sure to go, make sure to watch Pixar animated Epstein.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That
Epstein's
would
Island.
probably be the last
And Epstein,
thing.
Epstein,
You
the
know they
movie,
would give it some like dramatic ass title, like they would just call it Epstein or something.
and it would be, yeah. I mean, honestly, they make a lot of movies, except not as, like seriously, like where the villain is obviously like, the villain is at first like a cool guy, and he's like, and then the villain, and then they're like only like in the last 30 minutes revealed to be the villain. I think that's how Epstein would go.
I don't
Epstein,
think you can do
I got
that
invited
with
to this
Jeffrey,
cool
though.
island by Epstein.
It'd probably be pretty obvious, like from
He said-
the
he said
get-go
if-
who the villain
He
was.
said if I rub his feet, he'll give me $200.
I don't think that that Disney would allow that.
Dude, I mean that would be controversial and that would be insane, but that would get people in seats. I promise you that.
I would
People
go see it.
I
just
would
to
watch
see
the hell out of
what's going on.
that. If someone,
See,
if
you would
Pixar
walk into
made
that
an
movie-
Epstein film,
And they would be like, it would be like 100% AI generated. Like all the whole hour and a half, they'd just be like, yeah, we put a prompt into the new Chat GPT shit, and it just spit this out. So we.
I wouldn't be surprised if like a movie comes out sometime in the near future that their whole gimmick and their whole stick is we didn't have any writers for this. We just AI image like, and the whole reason people only want to watch it is to see what
You're
the
saying
AI
they
made.
use that as a marketing thing?
They use it as marketing. Like we didn't.
Because they're
we
definitely
didn't-
already doing that.
We just wrote because honestly, there's actually an episode of South Park they made like last year, where they were kind of making fun of AI the entire time, and they made fun of it by like the whole episode was about like the main character, or I guess he's kind of Stan, whatever. He has a girlfriend, and he's tired of having to text her all the time. Like
So he
She
has like
thinks
an
he's into
AI fucking.
so one of the other guys is like, why don't you just use ChatGPT? Like you can like send it, like it will write like show you what text to send. So she thinks his girlfriend thinks that he's like super into the conversations they're having, and he's just on the toilet like copy and pasting GPT.
That's fucked up.
And then at the end like they resolve the whole conflicts, and they say like a disclaimer like this part of the script was written entirely by AI, and it was like so clanky and terrible.
That's awesome.
And like they just like randomly characters just say dumb stuff, like Cartman just says like, you know, whatever edgy offensive thing in the middle of it, and it just shows you how like AI is not to that point where it can write scripts yet. It
Yeah.
can't write scripts correctly.
Well, thank you everybody for the South Pack recap. Thank you guys. Now we're back to the Sonic Pod. Welcome back.
Hey man, it was
Maybe
relevant to
we
the
should
AI.
cut that out and
We
just
should move
put
on from
the
AI,
episode
honestly.
in. Move
We
on
should
from
move on
AI.
from AI. We've
Okay.
been talking about AI, I think, for like 30 minutes. So
We don't have to keep talking about it. AI is interesting though. I do.
talk about
like
something
talking
funny too. We should talk about something. What's something funny?
You guys want to talk about like the theory with the royal family right now about
What's
is
the
it
theory?
Kate? You guys
Kate
haven't heard
Upton?
about this? Is that if that's her name? But they're saying that she's like dead, but
What?
they're trying to cover it up.
Who?
You haven't
what?
heard about this?
Like the princess is dead.
I don't know if she's a princess, but she's like
Yeah, she would be right. Is it the wife of
Wife of the prince.
William,
Yeah. The
Prince
wife of
William?
Is this
the son of Sam?
Yeah.
Let me make sure we're talking about the right person here.
Kate Middleton.
Kate
Right.
Middleton. Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale. She was hot, right?
Yeah.
Before I start
Kate,
getting into
Kate.
Yeah, Kate Middleton. Here we go. Yeah. So the theory is because she went
Jack
to have
Reacher.
like a surgery, and
Yeah.
they're saying like either she died or they like disfigured her. I don't know what the
What?
but she hasn't been seen in public for like a month or so or something.
Yeah.
And then they released a photo of her, but it was like where she was looking away and you couldn't see her, and it could have been just any other person with brown hair. And then they released a photo of them at Christmas, but like it's obviously like photoshopped. It's just been like a lot of weird shit. I don't know a lot about it. I was hoping you guys might have heard something.
No, I don't even
But,
know who this person
I think we
is.
should. I think we should create analog horror based
she's
on the
just
story.
some royal, but yeah, who knows? Maybe she's
A fucking analog horror series based on this woman.
Yeah,
yeah. We
Oh
have her
my
just
God.
looking normal, and then she's like,
The
until
analog
she
She
horror
was
goes
the
called,
fucking
dark
yeah.
Germa face.
This-
Yeah.
yeah,
and then it's
yeah.
like,
Do,
oh!
yeah. Do not open your doors if the princess tries to come in. It's a duplicate.
Criminal. Yeah, just
It's
the
a
fucking
duplicate.
phenaphlin.
So yeah, speaking
No,
of
it's the fucking- whatever the-
speaking of
what's it called,
Mandela
the-
catalog,
Mandela.
yeah, Mandela.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mandela, that guy.
Oh yeah, that guy. Oh yeah, that guy
too.
got caught for doing some pedo.
I don't know if he
stuff.
got caught, but it's
Or-
like allegations.
Doesn't
He's
he
getting-
love,
he's getting
farts?
accused.
Doesn't he love farts?
It
and
wasn't.
shit or something?
It wasn't pedo. It was just that he was. I think it was that he's an asshole or something. I don't know.
It was something. It was something like criminal. I
Well,
thought.
I would
It's
say
really
there's
cool-
a pretty big difference to say we need to have a distinction.
It's really cool how all of us talk about these things and then know nothing about it.
I just saw on Twitter someone randomly said that he got like he was being accused of like some sort of sexual allegation, some sort of weird thing.
I could
what
pull it
I
up real
heard
quick.
was that he used Mandela catalog. That's well, you know what we're talking about as like a fetish. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I heard he's actually claiming that he didn't do the crimes, his duplicate did.
That's a good excuse.
Dude, that's why he made the Mandela catalog so he could make people think, hey, anytime I do like if you see the version of me that like does like terrible crimes to women,
People are
that's
saying
my
this.
duplicate.
I'm looking at the Reddit. I don't know how much about how valid this is.
Just look up who's the creator's name?
Alex
Kister.
Kirster.
Alex Kister.
Alex Kister in the
Let's look up Google Alex Kister allegations. Let's see. Accused of developing strange relationships with his fans.
Okay, that's
Okay, are these-
nothing. That's nothing.
But are these fans underage?
Ooh, that's a big deal.
I don't think
There's a
they
question.
were. I think the idea was that he was too personal with some people.
Let's
Then
see.
That's not. That's not on the
He
same
was
level.
accused.
As, like,
He was
pedo shit,
accused to have gone as far as making group chats with his fans to discuss gender identity and outfits.
He
What?
said they said he
Oh,
exhibited
that's
paranoia.
just. They said it was mainly minors. So
I'm reading this
that
from
is-
the direct.com.
direct
They made an
consumer.
article.
DirecTV.
And they said that he was a
Oh my god.
he exhibited paranoia and joked about committing suicide, and that he also demonstrated extremely unhealthy habits and a lack of self-control, making heavily
Okay.
sexual comments before actually opening up their relationship sexually. I don't know.
Oh, so he talked about like his weird sexual fantasies to a bunch. So they said like minors around 14
I
and
don't-
17 in the group chat.
Ooh.
He
Is
said
that what they're saying on
he
there?
said they said a detail refer to his interactions
Oh, yeah, I
with a
see that.
14-year-old that included sharing photos of him wearing a cat-made outfit,
Oh my
discussing
god.
his gender identity, and later apologizing for going to such topics.
Hmm.
And then they noted how Kister befriended a 16-year-old and opted to talk to them about sexual frustration and became affectionate.
All right. Yeah.
How old
that's-
is he?
He's clearly older than 18. He's like
Too old,
22.
too old to be talking to 14 to 17-year-olds.
Yeah, even if he was 18,
okay,
14 is
well,
fucking
hang on. If
crazy.
he's like 19 talking to like a
No,
17,
no. We do not support 19-year-olds talking to 14-year-olds.
Alex Kister is 20 years old.
I didn't say 14. I said 17.
Okay, good.
He's 20.
He is 20.
Okay, a 20-year-old talking to a 17-year-old. That's a little weird, but like
Nah,
not
you
like
shouldn't be
not
doing
like
that.
Especially
not
when
like-
you're
not
doing
like
it,
go to
especially when you're
jail
doing
weird.
it, especially when you're doing it online though. But like, let's say like you're 20 years in college, you meet a high school senior that's 17, about to be 18.
Oof, yeah, that's right.
If you meet them in real life and you like know them maybe, like you know them personally, and then like you know
How is that rough? That's like
that's
you recently
that's
could've
different.
been
That's
in high
different than
school
like
at the same
that's
time.
just like when it comes to 17, it's a little different to me than like 14, 15, 16.
yeah, true, but I don't know.
And
It's
in
not-
certain
it's not-
states,
I
like, in
think
the
when
state-
you're, I
in
think
the
when
state
you're
of
that
Texas-
close
in
in
the
age,
state of
like
Texas-
2 or 3 years, like it's
in the
not,
state of Texas,
it's not
that's
that weird,
fine,
but
actually.
Now, if he's 20 and talking to a 14-year-old, like that's like a 6-year age difference. That's pretty
Yeah.
bad. That's really.
I'm
bad.
saying like I'm talking, but more of what's weird is that he's doing it online, so he doesn't actually know. He just.
Yeah, there's definitely.
just
not
taking their
verification
word for it. They
process.
But I'm saying like
Even
I'm saying
younger.
let's say like you're I'm saying like you graduate from high school, you go to college, you're 20, you know that you knew this person, this girl, and she's a senior, she's 17, and then you like befriend her or start dating her, or whatever. That's on the border, but I don't think that's like I wouldn't
from a
consider
legal
that to be,
point of view, it's not.
I
Wrong.
don't no I would consider that to be pedophilic.
No.
No,
you
that's
know.
like that's what they.
Let's discuss age of consent laws. What
All
right.
This is
all right, no. Let's do a fun game, right?
This
All right,
is
what should the age be?
firmly on the 18.
Let's all decide what should the age of consent be. all
I'm
right?
hard 18.
Yeah,
18,
I think
18?
we're pretty decided on that.
All right.
one.
Well, Texas says 17.
Well,
I'm not saying me,
Texas,
but
I mean-
Texas says 17.
Texas. Is
What does
not a
Arkansas
bastion. Texas is not. I think it's like 16. Texas is not.
Holy
a bastion.
shit.
Arkansas is even worse.
Morality.
just like scape out. Good lord.
Anyway.
I would Google that, but I don't
But no,
want to have.
Was it
that
a Shane
Googled.
Gillis bit where he's talking about how like tough it would have been to be the guys that come up with age of consent? Was that Shane Gillis bit?
That was a Shane
He was
Gillis
like
bit.
the first guy to go had to be like sweating his ass off. He's like all right, from the from the state of Pennsylvania. It's like
Oh shit, Pennsylvania's about to be the
12.
best state.
It's like shit. I didn't know, guys.
Oh my god, that's good. That's good.
But that's a stolen bit. But yeah,
that's good to use a bit of a. I mean,
I'm saying his bit was good, not yours. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm giving credit.
I do like the idea though, of like just asking everybody. All right, guys, what do you think it should be?
I want to ask like a room of people that sometime. It's just like,
Honestly, I would like to take a poll and put like
should we put that poll on YouTube?
yes.
Oh my god, no.
No question. No question. Just put if you know, you know, and then put 16,
No,
17,
don't.
18.
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Let's move. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Look, there's nothing wrong with getting the populace's ideas. It's democracy.
What if?
after all.
Okay, but here's the real question: what if the poll comes back and it's like 90% on like 16? Do
Oh
we
yeah.
just-
then we
I'm
have to-
deleting the channel. I'm deleting the
Well,
channel.
then we have to bring that to Congress. We have to say
we have found
our 10 voters on our poll said 16. and 3 of us were us.
No.
Wait, what? What?
It's a fun.
God, bro. Holy.
I would not be voting in that poll, but if I did,
would
it would
not.
be firmly on 18.
Yeah. Dude,
Let's
I'm
move on.
not,
Yeah, 18. So you have to say because you
I
have
wanna
to you have
move
to.
on.
It's always gonna be arbitrary.
That
but you
was
have to
a
set
little
an
worse
age.
than the last one that we can.
It's just getting worse every time.
Nah,
fine.
episode 2 is fantastic, and now it's
All right.
just.
Let's wrap up and start.
I'm
And
enjo-
let's go into.
I'm enjoying this.
Let's go into
I'm enjoying
TikTok,
this.
man. Let's go into TikTok.
Oh, we're back. Welcome to the
man.
TikTok.
We're back
game.
around.
Wow.
That's what you call setting up and swinging right there.
Go.
That was
Reach around.
that was actually a very subtle foreshadowing.
Horseshoe. It's called horseshoe. All right. So, as people who may know who live in the U.S. or outside of it too, they are passing a law here in the U.S. The House is passing a bill. I mean, and the bill,
Like, what kind of
is-
house? Like,
the House of Representatives,
what do they represent?
and they represent the people. And yes, it's a little thing called a democracy, and we elect these people to go up there, and now they're passing a bill that is supposed to ban TikTok, but it does more than that, and I don't know a lot about it, but Samuel does. All I know is that I'm not. My understanding of it is that it's banning most Chinese media, and
Yeah.
it would make it a lot harder for things that are run by the Chinese to operate in the United States. It might even make them just not able to at all, which I don't think is a good
Now,
thing.
I have a question.
Even though I'm against the CCP.
Now, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
In other parts of the world, do they erect their representatives, or do they elect them worldwide?
Well, it's interesting that you asked that question, Samuel.
Yeah.
Which
I
brings
can't
us
believe
to
you
our
made that
sponsor
joke. I thought
today.
that's a joke that if I made, you would have told me to cut it.
There's nothing wrong about erections, man.
That brings us to
I thought you were making a
sponsor
play
for
on
this
words on who
episode.
cannot
no,
pronounce
no,
Ellis
no,
correctly.
Government.
no.
The government of New Zealand.
The New Zealand, they do love their erections.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
Actually,
So,
we have an avid viewer from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Our only
She was
viewer
actually-
on the
Go
last stream.
She-
Look, go
she-
ahead and cut to the New Zealand ad.
All right,
Okay.
cut to it. Our sponsor today is the country of New Zealand. I'll let our ambassador from New Zealand speak on the benefits of the Kiwi lifestyle. Go ahead. Are you ready to meet kangaroos and koala bears on a fun trip to Oceania? Too bad. We're talking about New Zealand today. We benefit from one thing most Anglo countries don't: complete ambiguity. If you visit New Zealand, you can guarantee an experience that your friends will have zero outside reference to, outside of Taiki Watiti and Lord of the Rings. We offer a wide coastline similar to Australia, but like most things in our country, completely different. While we don't have kangaroos and koala bears, we do have drugs that can be found all around the Anglosphere. If you're lucky, you might witness a slight disagreement between the native Maldives and the immigrants, which happens every other week in Auckland. Book a flight to New Zealand and make your friends feel inferior by going to a country almost nobody visits, all in the name of J.R.R. Tolkien. We even have a theme park called Hobbitland to make you feel like an above average sized man or woman. There's even an adventure for the more intolerant groups in the West, as slurs are open to any soul brave enough to take them to an all white island. Book your tickets and visit New Zealand today. and boil your friends with stories of your adventure to a prize island. Cut to a picture of her. Cut to a picture of her identity. Cut to her address.
Well, no, don't,
all
not
right?
the viewer. I'm talking about the ad for the New Zealand government. So go ahead, go ahead and
yeah.
cut to that. Go ahead and cut to that. All right, and we are
So you
back.
want to live in a
Thank
place
you,
that's like
thank you
Australia, but
again.
not that much?
Yeah, thank you again, New Zealand. It's like little Australia. That's what I kind of like
Australia.
always saw them as.
Okay, anyway, we have one, and she asked. She was concerned because in our last stream I said I was being gang stalked, and she actually thought it was being gang stalked.
Can you enlighten
And
the
she
people on
said-
what gang
she
stalking
said,
is?
Are you being gang stalked? I heard, on your stream.
Can you
you've been
enlighten
gang
the
stalked.
viewers?
You said you saw like a red Honda Civic, and it was gang stalking you. What do you,
Enlighten the viewers.
what is-
Enlighten the viewers who
what's
aren't
this all about, eh?
minded as to what gang stalking is, Cam.
Gang stalking, yeah. Gang stalking is what's happening to me currently. This is not a joke, by the way. A girl from New Zealand is watching. I am very serious. I just can't tell you in person because it's
Well, you live
It's
in
a-
New Zealand.
because they're listening to my phones. But
Yeah.
Wiretapped.
disclaimer, it's a joke for people in New Zealand. They don't understand.
Let's
gang
step
stalking.
back though.
Gang
Let's step
stalking
back.
is people just an organization following you.
Okay, or just keep going.
I don't know because I had to explain it.
We were talking
No.
about TikTok for all of 4 seconds there.
Well, I wanted to actually make a point on TikTok.
Okay.
I actually have a hot take here. Okay. So I'll agree to the TikTok ban.
If
Actually, no,
you
I'll
get your
agree.
dick sucked by Nancy Pelosi.
No, sorry, no. That's one. That's one caveat. Actually, no, I'll agree to
Ron
TikTok.
DeSantis cleaned up after.
I'll fight for TikTok's freedom and being in America if China agrees to accept all the gay scenes from Star Wars.
That's fair.
Oh, that's actually good.
That's a trade.
and
all right?
also let us
And
put
adding
our black
Finn
people.
back to
We're gonna
the,
allow-
adding
you're
Finn
gonna have
back
to-
the
let us
poster.
put the black American actors
Yeah,
in the
we're gonna-
in the posters.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to accept our stuff and we're gonna accept your stuff. It's a trade of culture and ideas. All right.
Look, we got over that whole racism shit like a few days ago, and so like it's like we don't need you guys to be sitting here cramping our style. And I'm talking about us as in the American people.
Look,
Okay.
if we have to
we had a
suffer
civil
through-
war about this shit.
If we have to suffer through it, so do you, China.
Yeah, we had a civil war about this
Get
shit.
ready for
We had a civil rights act about this shit. We
I
are
like
through.
I like to see Joe Biden like actually propose this. If they want to have TikTok, they gotta see our gay shit too.
He's like
All right.
starting off with my home video that is
I wonder
available now.
If he got impeached, if he had a gay sex tape, you guys think he would or no?
No, no.
But
Are
what
you
if it
kidding
was,
me?
But
No.
what if it was with Hunter?
What if it was Chuck
Yes.
Schumer?
Yeah.
If it was
his
with
son,
Hunter?
it'd probably be.
Only
with
if he
Chuck-
smoked crack beforehand.
Oh no! During the video.
Definitely.
Hunter, pass it, Hunter.
No.
What is that? Is that fucking? Why is Joe Biden Asian now?
He's like a stoner.
Hunter passed the crack.
Okay,
Right,
cut that out.
thanks, man.
That's
God damn
gotta
it.
go.
I was fucking
Fuck that.
the home stretch of getting here. You fucking have to do
Okay,
the
we're
fucking-
done. We're done.
I had to make a
That's
fucking
the
actually.
end.
I had to make a good joke.
That's
My
it.
bad.
Yeah.
My
Thank you,
bad.
everybody.
I'm out.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
sorry
you,
for
everybody,
being-
for coming back to the
sorry for
Sounding
being
Pod.
funny.
We will be back next week. We promise this
Maybe.
time. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you again.